Good morning, good morning. It is Gratitude Monday. I am so excited for today. A few things just have happened recently that I'm excited to celebrate. And I think it is so important to celebrate small wins. You have to celebrate small wins, or you're going to get discouraged. You're going to just pass things by without pausing and reflecting upon the successes that you have. Good morning, Muhammad. Good morning, Rockin' Russ. Thanks for joining this morning. So recently, actually this past weekend, a friend of mine's mom passed away. She was a beautiful woman, and I'm not going to mention her. I want to be respectful to the family, but she was just a beautiful, lovely woman. She was a Christian, so I know she's with the Lord, and I'm so thankful and blessed that I got to know her. But what that made me do is it made me stop and reflect back on everything my family has been through this past year. We've been through some stuff, let me tell you. And you can look back in my other posts and see those if you want. But we've just been through a lot of stuff. And sometimes when you go through a lot of junk in your life, and a lot of things just keep getting thrown at you, you forget to celebrate wins. You forget to celebrate your successes. And you get so stuck looking at all the things that have happened that you forget to see all the stuff that was good too. Good morning, Diane. Thanks for joining in. I hope that you are enjoying your Alaskan cruise. I'm not sure if you're back yet or not, but I know that you're going to appreciate that trip that you're on. Super excited for you. But celebrating wins are so important because we go through our day and we go through our week and we go through our month, and the next thing you know, you've forgotten to celebrate. You've missed out on just loving the process of working towards something. So I know I might be being a little bit vague here because it really doesn't matter what wins I'm celebrating. It's just that taking the time to say, hey, I did that. Or, oh my gosh, look what the Lord blessed me with today. Or, oh my goodness, my friends and I just completed this major thing. Taking the time to celebrate that is so important. We live in an age that everything is just thrown at us, and we just have to keep going, and everything is super quick. Everything is instant. If we want to know what the phone number of a business is, we just look it up on Google, right? Oh, there it is. I'm going to give them a call. If we want to find information out from a friend, we text them. This happened to me this weekend too. I texted a friend of my daughter's, her mom, and as soon as I texted her, my daughter said, "Can they do the play date?" And I said, "I just texted them." "Well, how come they didn't respond?" I'm like, I literally just texted them 2 seconds ago. Give a person a chance to respond. But that's what I mean. Everything is so instantaneous, and then we get that information, and then we move on. And we don't take the time to breathe and to be intentional and to reflect on the successes that we have or the successes of people around us. I encourage you to celebrate with a win. So last week, I actually shared this the other day. I was so proud of myself because I completed a training week 1 of something of a rucking program. Now, I won't get into a ton of rucking issues here. Good morning, Vicki. Thanks for joining. But rucking is basically urban walking with a backpack. And I've had some injuries over the past few years that I'm currently injury-free, but my body does not like to run anymore. And so I've been a little bit lost with my own workouts. I still have worked out. I still have walked on my treadmill. I've still done my weights. But I was bored. I wasn't passionate about working out. I was just going through the motions because working out makes me feel better. I do enjoy working out. It's kind of like my mom time. It's me time for myself. And it helps me recharge for my day. But I discovered in the spring this thing called rucking. And I really just started kind of getting into it. I was walking 10, 20 minutes with a backpack on, trying to adjust to carrying a weight and everything. So this past week, I actually started a full training plan, a 6-week training plan. And I walked with a rucksack, or for me, it's a backpack, 4 miles on Saturday. Now, I had only been walking a mile or 2 miles prior to that. And it was, just on the treadmill. But this was 4 miles outside with nature. Part of it was on a bike path. Part of it was just in my community or neighborhood. And I was at 3.5 miles, and I was kind of close to home. So I actually walked back on part of a trail and then turned around and walked it back because I really wanted 4 miles. I was at 3.5. I didn't want to give up and not finish out the half mile because I just made it home. So I made a little detour and retraced my steps. And that was a huge win for me though, because I have been so lackluster in working out that I kind of lost my passion for it. But I was determined on Saturday to finish my 4 miles because that training plan said I needed to do 4 miles. Now, this is a small win in the whole scheme of things, but it's a big win too, because small wins and celebrating that is so important to reaching the big win. So let's take a look at trying to get out of debt, right? Well, the first step you have to do is know what your budget is. You can't get out of debt if you don't know how much money you're bringing in and you don't know how much money is going out. So the first small win would be keeping track of your money. The second small win might be actually creating a budget and staying on the budget so that you have a zero balance at the end, meaning what you brought in and what you took out was zero, because that means you didn't have debt that month. The third win might be having a budget and you actually have money left over at the end of the month. Good morning, Gary. Thanks for joining in. So you see how all these little wins, all these small little wins get to the big win. So for me, maybe it's a training plan and I completed the small win of the first week of my rucking program. If you're interested in that, by the way, you can just go to goruck.com and look into that. It's kind of a military-based walking program with a backpack. But for me last week, it was completing the first week of a 6-week training plan. So that's a small win. And this week, when I complete the second week, that's my second small win. And eventually, when I complete 6 weeks, now I've got a big win because I did the whole program. The other example I gave was getting out of debt. So you learn where your money is going in and going out. You set your budget. You stay on budget. The next month, you stay on budget so much that you have money left over. You do that time and time again, you're going to get out of debt. The big win is to get out of debt, but it takes the small wins over and over and over again. You got to celebrate those. Maybe you're struggling with another health issue right now, and you're not really drinking enough water, and you feel dehydrated and you're thirsty. Maybe your small win is to replace a soda with a water and to drink 60 ounces of water a day or 80 ounces of water a day. When you drink water, by the way, you want to drink half your body weight in ounces. So if you weigh 120 pounds, you would want to drink 60 ounces minimum that day. If you weigh 200 pounds, you would want to have 100 ounces of water as a minimum per day, and so forth. So I just use that as an example because a small win is to actually replace something that's not as healthy for you and replace it with something that's healthier. So get rid of the soda and replace it with water. That's a small win. But over the course of time, you keep doing that. You're replacing all those 200, 300 calories of soda with 0 calories of water. And guess what? You're going to start losing some weight if that's your goal. My point here is celebrate the small wins. How many times can I say that today, right? Celebrate the small wins. For some of you, maybe taking the first step. You know, my mom's in a wheelchair right now, and she struggles with walking. And it's hard for her. She's physically challenged to walk. So a small win for her is to walk in a circle within the house, from the living room to the hall to the bedroom to their addition, which they call a solarium, back to the living room. Completing one lap is a small win for her. But the big win is that she can do it 3 or 5 times. And she couldn't do that months ago. What is your big win? And what are the small wins that you can celebrate time and time again so that you can reach your big win? Everybody who's watching this, you are all winners, because I know you all. You're all winners. And what small win can you get today to reach the big win that you're striving for? Give a great day today. I am so thankful for each of you who watched today. Go ahead and share this with someone who might need to have a little pick-me-up to get a small win in their day today. Good morning, Whitney. Thanks for joining in. Good morning, Beth. Thank you for joining in. Get small wins. Celebrate small wins. Celebrate with other people. Give a great day. If you are just joining on, watch this on the replay. I cannot wait to see everybody comment. That's my challenge to you today. Maybe that's your small win, is comment in the comment section. What small win are you going to get today? Give a great day. Thank you.